Hello student, we have already learned some topics in the function. So we have already learned the function, types of function and use of function, how we call the function or we execute function or defining function. Now we have three categories for the function. Number one, predefined function. Number two, user defined function, and number three, modules. We have already learned predefined function and user defined function. Here is a new category of function, module. It is only present in Python. No other programming language support modules. So let me start. The first question arises in our mind, what is module? So it is very simple, is that module is a Python file. Module is a Python file which contain function and associated variables. So what is the use of module? The main advantage of using module, we can execute the function defined inside the module in some other program. When we creating a program like to find area of circle, so we define its function and call inside the program. If we require to call that function area into some other program, then we deal that file as a module. So it is not different than other file, it is similar to other files. It is already always saved by the extension .py. So when we define the module, so module, as the definition is given, a module is a collection of related function. So a module is a file containing function and variable defined in separate files. Next question arises, how to import a module when module executes. So when we import the module, it already executes, and when we by importing module, we can use import keyword. So here is the answer, we can import a module in program by using keyword import. But there are three methods of importing module. Number one, import. Number two, from, and number three, import as. These are different categories to import module. We will discuss it later. But the basic difference in between them is just writing method. There is a difference between writing method in each other. For example, import module 1, module 2, module 2. When we required import a module, so we just write import then module name. If we required more than one module, so we write import module 1, module 2, module 3 as specified. By using from keyword, we can import module as well as associated function. In the above example, when we import module, all the functions are already imported. In order to access it, we just write module name dot function name. So dot keyword is required. In from, if we use import multiple functions present in the module, so just write from, then module name, import, then function. When multiple functions, then they are separated by comma. Next option is import asterisk. So by using import asterisk, we can call all the functions present in the module. So these are different methods. They do the same thing but with different way. So the syntax is from module name import asterisk. So it will execute all the functions. Not execute, it only invoke. Execution of function done when we write the function name. So next question is how to access function present in the module. So we can access any function which is inside a module by module name and function name separated by a dot sign. So syntax is module name dot function name and argument list if required, depends on the function. There are two types of module, predefined module and user defined module. this category of predefined and user defined is my own. It is not given in the book, but according to me there are two types of module: predefined module and user defined module. Predefined module which are already created when we install Python program or Python software in our system, so it will import all the modules in the system. And the user defined module are defined by us or by user. So predefined module which is commonly used in Python for certain tasks are called predefined module. Before calling the function present in the module, first we need to import module. So today we are discuss only predefined module and how to we execute. So predefined modules, the first module is math module. So in math module, all the function related to mathematical calculations, like to round off the number, to find power, to find logarithmic value, to find sine, cos, tan value, to find ceil and flow. So we start one by one to define each function. First function is, so first of all we understand we need to import math module. So write import space math. So math module will be executed. Then after we can call the function inside the module. So in order to call the function, we just write function math module name dot function name and specified argument as we read before. So the first function is ceil. So what is the use of ceil? So it returns the smallest integer that is greater than or equal to x. And what is floor? It returns the largest integer that is less than or equal to x. So how can we understand what type of value ceil and floor returns? So if we are sitting in a room, so we just see our ceil, that is top, and floor, that is bottom. So ceil always return the smallest integer greater than the given number. If I am writing 3.4, then greater than 3.4 in next integer is 4. That is the smallest integer which is greater than 3.4. And when we are discussing floor, so it return greatest integer, that is largest integer, but less than 3.4. Now we take example. So first we need to import module math. So I just write import space math. Module will be executed. Then we need to execute the function. So write math dot ceil. I write value 4.2. So it will return 5. When I write math dot ceil minus 12.9, so what it will be written? It return minus 12, because in negative number minus 12 is greater than minus 12.9. When we use math dot floor, value is again 4.2, so it will return 4. And when I use math dot floor and the value is minus 12.9, so it will return minus 13. Okay, now we take another example. So floor and next function is pow. So pow function will return the x to the raised power of y. So it have two arguments. It return value of first argument to the power second argument. So if I pass math dot pow x comma y, so it will return value of x to the power y. So when I pass 3 comma 4, to 3 to the power 4 is 18.1. 81.0. So we need to understand or learn that what type of value it will return. In the floor or seal, it will return integer value. In pow, it return float value. Then again, next function is fabs, FABS. That is the full form of fractional absolute value. Fractional is the part of decimal values. So when we pass minus 12, it return 12.0. So it return float value and positive value. So when we pass positive value, it return always positive. So it only convert any type of number into positive form. So next function is sqrt square root. It return the square root of x. So when we pass any type of number, it will return its square root. So let me take example of square root. So I write math dot sqrt. We just need to import the module one time before execution the function. So math.sqrt, I write 25. So it will return 5.0. So it return float value. For example, I need to find the square root of 2. So math dot sqrt and I write 2. So it return 1.41 and so on. So next option is log 10. So it will return logarithmic value with the base 10. Next sine, it returns sine of x in radian, cos of x in radian, tan of x in radian, and so on. And the next function is pi. So pi is not a function, it is a keyword. So it returns the value of pi. Anywhere we need to implement the value of pi, we just write math.pi. So for example, I write math.pi. It return 3.14 something. For example, I need to find the area of circle. So I just take radius as 7 and find the area of circle. So I write A is equal to, area of circle is pi r square. So I write math dot pi into r square. So r exponent 2. So when I print A, so it will return area of circle. It is very easy to implement. Next function is help. Help function is used to define what type of action should be performed in order to we use any function. If we forget how to use a standard function, it helps the function. Help function is used to know the purpose of a function and how it is used. So I hope all of you understand how to implement predefined modules and their associated function. So rest of the module and function we will read or study in next session. Thank you.